Hello and welcome back to another video. Happy New Year! I guess I can still say that because it's like January, so. I have been traveling around Australia, hence there's been a bit of a break since my last video. I visited Noosa, Fraser Island, Brisbane, I spent a month in Sydney, and now I'm in Melbourne. What is this here? Let me know if you would like to have more Australia related content and I can, make another video about that. Anyway, I thought I could share some assumptions or myths that I've come across that people have of Finland and Finnish people. That gets me to the first assumption. Finnish people are used to the cold. And I have a confession to make. This one is really hard to admit, but I'm doing it. Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm used to the cold. Look, I know what I said in the past that I wasn't, and I was annoyed when people said that to me, but they were right. I am used to the cold. Having been in Australia for 2 months now, I can say that I cannot stand over 30 degrees. I just can't function. I'm not used to the heat. In Melbourne today, it's like 37 degrees outside and it's like walking into a sauna. So I'm afraid to go outside, hence I am inside enjoying the lovely breeze of AC. You know what they say, that there's no such thing as a bad weather because it's just a matter of like having the right clothes, something like that. So what am I supposed to do in almost 40 degrees? Like nothing. I don't think clothing solves that issue, so. But I do have to say that I really love Melbourne. When we arrived, it was actually super cold and I was still like, yeah, sold, done deal, I'm staying here. And so some other assumptions that I hear a lot is, what language do you speak in Finland? Well, let me be honest with you, we study a lot of languages. In fact, Finland has 2 official languages, Finnish and Swedish. And then you study like English in school, you can take German, you can take Spanish, Italian. The world is your oyster when it comes to languages and learning them in Finland. What currency do you have in Finland? Yeah, we don't actually use currencies anymore. We're that progressive that we just, the country is functioning without any currency, so just kidding, euro. But we used to have our own currency, like mark, something. This is a really funny one that I've heard. Can you flush toilet paper down the toilet in Finland? Yes, you can. Oh, Finland, so you're Eastern European. Sort of, kind of. No, but yeah, I mean, who knows? This one seems to confuse people for some reason, but they're like, is Emma your real name? No, Emma is my real name. And the next one is kind of like, almost like a myth or something, and it's like, it's always dark in Finland. Even though this is true for the winter months, definitely, it gets very, very dark, very, very early in the day. But on the contrary, we do have really nice summers usually. I mean, there was that one time when it was actually colder at midsummer than it was at that year's Christmas Eve. But the good thing is that the sun doesn't go down, like ever. You have sunlight for 24 hours. So yeah, try to sleep in that. So that's fun. And the next one, all Finnish people are quiet and introverts. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, it's kind of true and kind of not. Because, there's definitely people who are the stereotypical Finn, but then there are people who are like super friendly and sociable. But I would still say that, when you first go to Finland, it might be hard to get to know people because Finnish people don't tend to ask very personal questions from people that they've just met. So it kind of just takes time to, form these type of relationships, so. And also check out Finnish Nightmares. It's a pretty accurate description of what Finns are like, so yeah. And I actually consider myself also a bit of an introvert, but with extroverted qualities sometimes, when I'm in the mood for it. The next one is quite known around the world, and that is that Finnish people drink a lot of alcohol. And this is definitely true. I think the country has suffered from alcoholism for many years now, and it's definitely an issue. I actually don't drink any alcohol anymore. This is very confusing to people because they're like, what do you mean you don't drink alcohol? You're from Finland. Okay, and the last one is that Finland is the happiest country in the world. Even though this has been a statement for the past 2 years, I don't think many people actually know about this. Like, no one has actually ever said this to me. And I definitely think Finns don't know about it. No, but like Finland is a very like functional country. Like, things generally work really well. You pay tax, and the tax money goes to your, you know, public healthcare, like free healthcare, free schooling. You know, schooling is free in Finland, like even the 3rd level is free, and public transport is pretty good. So you get a lot of these things with, you know, the tax money you pay for, unlike some other countries, you know. But suicide rate is still the 22nd highest in the world. Actually, just 1 spot higher than Australia. Yeah. I think Sweden might be the happiest country in the world. Don't come for me. So anyway, these are some of the assumptions I wanted to share with you today. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of any other assumptions or myths, or any assumptions that you get from your own country. Thanks for joining me for another video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye. Oops.